Hey, if you're tired of me sounding like I'm belching into a tin can, rest assured, so am I. You can do your ears and my channel a favor by leaving me a tip. All donations go towards this brand new microphone, certain to accurately capture the intricacies of my smooth and sultry voice. It'll be like lube for your ear holes. Type !tip into the stream chat to get the donation link. Or if you're watching this outside the stream, click the tip link in the description below. Oh yeah. Minion N, good morning! I think I got me for you guys it's morning. It's already like 5 in the afternoon here. I'm going through some stuff in my life and I'm not sleeping properly, so I just got up myself. I'm on your time schedule for some reason, which is weird. Now, why is the game not showing? What is wrong with that? I can't stream if the game's not showing. Is it just blank screen? That's amazing. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a second to fix that. Restart the console companion, I guess. Sounds were coming through, just not picture for some reason. Alright, how are we doing now? Yes! That is so much better. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to be on today. I'm helping a buddy who is a German streamer on Mixer to do some content, and that's been really fun. We've been playing No Man's Sky together. Llewellyn, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. You got here fast, dude. I just started. Right place, right time. And I figured while I was waiting for him. What's with the noise sounds here? Interesting. Did you guys hear that? I figured while I was waiting for him, I'll try to get some Bless Unleashed in. I've already done my seed exchanges. I should probably do some prestige quests, but I would like to do some Timeless Jungle and get ready for Sora and Deception. Let me try this again. As soon as you cross this spot, the sound goes all weird. It seems like there would be a better transition from no sound to lots of sound. Also, I don't remember where I'm going. Why Ask Me helped me last night. He sent me this great map of all the Bagpiece chest locations, so I've gone ahead and marked those, and I'm going to be doing that video, hopefully, later tonight, and almost done wrapping up that series of chest location videos. And then I can start doing field boss tactics and dungeon tactics. Just in time, I guess, because we've got new dungeons coming. I hope I can get in. I hope my gear score and my level are high enough to get me into the new Sora and Deception dungeons. But I don't know. They didn't say what the requirements were going to be in the announcement. There's only giant snakes and lizard people and stuff. Let's go for a swim in the jungle. That seems like a great idea. I hope to. I definitely will. I just, I like to check things off before I move on to something else. And I'm only 3 maps away from finishing the Bag Locations series. And I haven't decided yet when I do dungeons and field bosses. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to start at the beginning. You know, start with like, I don't know, what was the first layer that comes up? Holy Trial. I mean, there's really no point in like a Holy Trial Shield Maiden guide. Because at this point, everyone can beat her with their arms tied behind their back. But it feels like it would be an incomplete list without it. So I don't know if I'm going to do a random order or if I'm going to start at the easiest bosses and work my way up. Alright, this way. I'm hoping to get all these quests and Timeless Dungeons knocked out before Sora and Deception, which is in 6 days. I can't wait. I'm really excited about it. I thought at first, I don't know if you saw my This Game Needs Fixes video, but at first I figured, you know, who gives a crap about Sora and Deception? it's all going to be end game content, and that's only good for people at end game, and a lot of us aren't. And now, as it turns out, there's lots of stuff for non-end gamers that also benefits in Star and Deception. So that's really cool. I can't wait to try the new lair, the new arena, the new dungeon. There's a new abyssal dungeon, but I can't get in there yet. That's where I'm going. I haven't even done one abyssal dungeon at this point, I don't think. The new skills, that is also coming out on the 25th when Star and Deception drops. God, yeah, I gotta farm skill points too. There's just not enough time. There's so much to get ready for Star and Deception, and I've been putting it off. I need skill points. I gotta finish off Nightwind, and then I need new skill points for the new passive skills for all the classes, and the new active skills. It's gonna cost a skill point to set them, and then 100 star seeds to change them if you don't like them. And I think that's reasonable. I'm really looking forward to the new item drop system for characters under level 31, because that's when I'm gonna start like really kicking it in a high gear. I figure with leveling my seed alts, they have been sadly neglected. Hey, cool! I made some sales. Nothing major, but every little bit counts. Tell me there is a seed exchange lady here somewhere. Or there's never one when you need her. You gotta go out of your way. I'll do that last thing before I leave, though. Just one skill point per skill, as far as I know. Now, when you change them to other skills, I don't know if that's going to cost a skill point plus 100 star seeds, or if it's just going to cost 100 star seeds. And it would kind of suck if you have to get a skill point ready every time you want to redo your build. But at the same time, it would make sense to do it that way. What's up with these golem people? They're... I mean, obviously, or almost obviously, they're automatons. Created by Ippin, I guess? But you don't see a lot of these, or you don't see any of these before you get in a Timeless Jungle. I'd like to know a little bit more of the lore on that. And what are they even doing here? What are we digging for? Is this a Prana farm? I should have read that quest when I picked it up. I was too busy talking. My purpose is mining. Purpose of mining is to find gold. Okay, they're digging for gold here. This is a gold farm. This would be a great place to drop some Shibiki devs, if you're paying attention, which you're not. But this would be, I mean, it would make sense, right? That there would be Shibiki here, treasure Shibiki, because this is a gold mine, literally. Alright, Mr. Foreman. Oh, more quests. I should take the time to read all these. I'm just gonna skim them real quick, though. So we got a loan with the Golden Key Traders. If you happen to find any meteoric gold here in the... Oh, meteoric gold? This is a meteor crash site? Huh. That is interesting. Because I don't know if you knew this, but Ippin are aliens. They're not from this world. They crashed on an airship a while back. So the meteorite might be from their homeworld. That's pretty cool. I'm a sucker for lore and backstory. Check out the size of the skulls. What was buried here? I mean, how big are those heads? Those are human heads, but they're massive. We had some big people running around here back in the day. I've been playing No Man's Sky, so I keep hitting, pressing down on the right control stick to run. And then I'm momentarily confused that it's not working. Left stick. Come on, I can remember this. Excuse me. Picking up some gold. Just start firing arrows at me. That's not nice. I love the noises kobolds make when they die. I don't know if that makes me a bad guy or sadistic. I just think they make a cool sound. I'm really curious to see the new enhancement system too. See if it's any better or worse. It means we're gonna have to. I mean, those of us who have started playing a little less because we're just like farming starseeds on alts and stuff. We're gonna have to be more active because I mean, from the looks of it, you're gonna need sigils to use the Master Enhancer. So either switch to using just the Common Enhancer, or you have to enter dungeons to get sigils. No worries. Welcome back. And if you can only get sigils in dungeons, do they drop from mobs or are they in the chest? Am I gonna have to spend a chest key a day for a chance to get a sigil? I mean, if that's how they're doing it, nobody's going to use the Master Enhancer ever, except for like the really rich people who have starseeds to burn. So I'm hoping that's not how they're doing it. We can speculate a lot, but I want to see it in action. Well, now my inventory is full. I get to go sell and go get my starseeds for the day with this guy. That sound thing there is weird. There should definitely be like a, I don't know, a distance. Like the closer you get, the louder it gets. But just to have a wall of sound right there, that's sloppy. Most game engines come with a like a sound area where the closer you get to the middle, the louder it gets. You don't even have to program that yourself anymore. Oh! I guess I'm heading to Tristeza because one of the regionals is up. Oh, yeah, I get that. I mean, fortification stones are still going to be important. They're not becoming obsolete. They're just, I mean, once you get to, like, legendary gear, it makes sense to use the Common Enhancer a lot more anyway, because even with repairs, it's gonna, like, especially with Mythic, even with repairs, you're going to be paying less starseeds at the Common Enhancer than you will at the Master Enhancer. So I think it's not going to make a huge difference, but a lot of us are going to have to rethink how we do it. Oh, that is way up there. I use the Common Enhancer for most things. I mean, as you level, you tend to pick up repair items. I try to keep double of most of the stuff that I have, so I can use that for repairs too. And then the rest I'll buy, I'll buy, if I need to, some repair items off of the market, and then just go to the Common Enhancer. Yeah, I rarely use the Master Enhancer anymore. For rare gear, I mean, no matter what level your gear is, what rank, if you're upgrading from 0 to 1, always use the Common Enhancer because that is a no-break guarantee. You're always going to get that +1 and you don't have to use the Master Enhancer for it. And most people, that I know at least, guildies and such, and people I've spoken to, that have Mythic gear and Legendary gear, they will use the Common Enhancer until they get to +4, and then the Master Enhancer to do +5 and rank up. It apparently saves a lot of money and headache. It's just another form of resource management.
See anything you like?
I don't know. It's my stuff. Stop asking me that. Yeah, I always keep repair tools ready in the account storage. I've got one alt who does all the crafting for me, so he gets all the stuff. Yes, the common enhancer will, by all accounts, still take fortification stones. They're not useless. It's just the master enhancer that's going to take sigils. According to the Bless Unleashed announcement that they did anyway. Oh, we're full up. Alright. Let's sell some stuff then. I never hoard fortification stones anyway, because they drop so much. I've been selling most of them. My inventory is so limited that if I have 2 stacks of fortification stones, I will sell one of them. Especially the green ones. Why am I even getting green fortification stones? None of my characters need those anymore. C rank sigils is the one thing I'm wondering about, if they're going to be useful at all. Because sigils drop from endgame content. Nobody's running endgame content in C grade gear. Hanging on to those. Get rid of one more stack of this. Sigils will come from dungeons and crusades mostly, and then they said vaguely other endgame content, which I interpret as new stuff coming with Sorin Deception. There's going to be new activities in the Timeless Jungle that maybe also give sigils. But definitely crusades and dungeons. I really hope that they don't just drop from chests, because that's going to make them too rare.
So, are you looking for something specific? You won't find prices like these anywhere else on Lumios.
Oh, that's useless. Well, I don't know. That's a high defense ring. I'm going to hang on to that. Attack necklace, defense ring, that would work well with my build that I'm going for. So I never used the panaceas, so let's get rid of those. And 5,000 star seeds ain't bad. I never bother to check prices. Just whatever the system suggests I sell them at, that's where I go. Is this worth anything today? It'll do. And the map fragments. One day I will get around to farming the map fragments, because I hear that there's mounts in some of them. And some of the, the treasures you get from the maps, but I've never gotten anything good out of them. So that's like a thing to do in the future when I have more time.
Can I help you?
You can take my money and give me star seeds. Alright, let's get one of these quests knocked out and then head back. And check for smugglers while we're here. No smuggler. I've only seen that guy once. Where am I going? Uh-oh. Are they gone? No, there we go. Riding into a wall. Oh, nobody saw that. God, I don't miss farming these guys. I'm glad I'm past that point in rep. I'm gonna have to start doing it in my Crusader soon, or at some point. Just putting it off. I've got my Priest to get up to 26 next, and then I'm gonna make a Ranger so that I've got gear for the new character class that comes out. When it comes out. We don't have an ETA on that yet. Right now, it's pretty much all prep work. And maybe seed alts won't be necessary anymore. That's the other thing I'm worried about. I mean, they probably will be because everything costs star seeds in this game. But the only reason seed alts are necessary right now is because the economy is out of whack. It's imbalance. And if they ever manage to properly balance it, no one will need seed alts anymore. And I would kind of like to get to that point eventually. You know, and then I can just have characters for the sake of having the characters. I don't have to log in every day and get seeds with everybody. I mean, it's a new game. It's having growing pains, and that's normal. All new MMOs have balancing issues. Just a question of how long it's going to take to find the right balance. And that's really up to the players more than it is to the devs. If we can play and behave in a consistent way, then the devs will know what to do to balance it. But if we keep exploiting and undercutting to mess up the market, or overcharging on the market, you know, a lot of people are like buying cheap stuff and putting it back on for more. That's technically, you know, good business, but it's making it a lot harder for the devs to find a balance. And with the people who leveled up using exploits, who had Mythic plus 5 gear in like the first month when the game came out, those people have so many star seeds and so much stuff that it's, you know, it's hard for the devs to get a grip on it. So the economy is going to take a little while. First thing that needs to be balanced more, I figure, is gear and enhancement, and they've done a great job. First couple of steps in that direction with everything that's coming out in a few days. So I think that's cool. I don't think the PvP honor system is going to pan out like they want. I mean, a couple of times I've gotten to talk to someone from Bandai, they said one of the things they said repeatedly was they really want, the way the open world PvP system in this game is, they really want the community to police itself, players policing players. But I don't think it's going to happen, because the only people who are upset with getting PK'd all the time are the people who don't enjoy the PvP aspect in the first place. And just because they now get rewards for hunting down the PvPers or the griefers and PKers doesn't mean that they're going to do it, because they are not the type that enjoys PvP. That's just a theory, but it's what I'm going with. Sweet! Okay, that prestige quest is done. Navarra is always the worst. I never get Navarra finished in time, or rarely. Very cool. I can go ahead and get Two-Headed Wyvern out of the way. And then it's another prestige done. And then it's just Navarra left over again. The problem is that Navarra only has like 2 sword quests and 1 gathering quest that can pop. I feel like every map should have 2 of each type of possible quest. So I'd really love to see when they start adding more of the basic content eventually. I'd really love to see them add more regionals to each of the lobby maps. Or at least Navarra, because come on. Let's hope he's up. And let's hope I don't have to solo him again, because that takes a while. I don't know if I have the patience today. And at some point, MC Bumba is going to show up when he gets off work, and he's going to want to hop on Mixer with me. So that's when I'm gonna end this stream and start my next stream over there. Kind of helping him out with his content right now, because he's been a really good friend. That's my doorbell. Come sofort! Just give me a second to find a safe space here. That should do, I hope. Alright, I'm gonna go answer the door. I will be right back. Hey, if you're tired of me sounding like I'm belching into a tin can, rest assured, so am I. You can do your ears and my channel a favor by leaving me a tip. All donations go towards this brand new microphone, certain to accurately capture the intricacies of my smooth and sultry voice. It'll be like lube for your ear holes. Type !tip into the stream chat to get the donation link. Or if you're watching this outside the stream, click the tip link in the description below. Oh yeah. And I'm back. My neighbors have a toddler that loves pushing buttons, so whenever they are on their way home, that kid will reach out and press my doorbell. So that's what that was. Adorable kid, though. I'm not even mad. I've got little kids, so I know what that's like. You can't control those old bastards. I also have big kids, and you can't control those bastards either. It doesn't change, no matter what age they are. Come on, Wyvern, show yourself! I'm not going to spend a stream standing here waiting for a boss to spawn. I have better things to do. Plus, I got to get ready for Sauron Deception. Come on. I just want to knock out this prestige quest, and I am not taking on Bone Dragon right now. This is a bad time of day for Bone Dragon anyway. It's like 4 hours from now is when people start actually going for that guy. I feel like Bone Dragon is right now it's more of a pug activity, which is weird, but it should be like a guild activity. You know, like once a week your guild gets together to lead a charge on Bone Dragon. No! Oh, you suck, dude. He just died. There's priests dropping healing orbs. I missed him. But that means there's a good chance he's going to start popping on other channels now. So I'll do one more round of checks. This close. So it's luck of the draw. Like I feel like if I had checked that channel first, then I would have gotten there in time. You can always tell a boss has just died because there's like a good guy priest there who drops a healing sphere right on the corpse, so that people don't have to lunchbox up afterwards. By the way, priests who do that, I love you guys. And I run a priest sometimes too, but I forget to do that. So it's really cool when other people don't. Alright, one more. There he is! And I'm going to go ahead and type in chat that he's here. Because I did see other players looking. So I don't remember what channel I'm on. 1, okay. Two-headed wyvern. I spent so much of my life saying wyvern that it's wyvern just doesn't feel right to me. Okay, let's get it started. Hope I don't die while waiting for other people to show up. Oh. Yeah, that was close. Kein Problem. Sag einfach Bescheid. Oh, he's gonna breathe fire. Run! Ha 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 ha! He always gets me with that move, but not today, sir. Oh, check it out. It's a Power Ranger. When did they get here? It's the Blue Ranger, everybody. No! And he's dead. And he's back up. Good for him. But yeah, there's no way the two of us are gonna make that damage check. He's gonna breathe fire! Oh, no, he's not. Thought he was gonna. Pull him over here any farther, he's gonna reset. Oh, we killed the Power Ranger again. No! Nice. That one. Better than expected. Hey, that's Prestige Quest done for mountains. Awesome. That's all I needed. Bard Wine. That's actually that's a pretty cool name. I dig that. It's very thematic. What Bumba is saying there was, sorry I'm late and I still need more time. So, I'm gonna be here a little longer. And I'm okay with that. Alright, Bard Wine, let's race! Your goat versus my horse. I win. Nope, I don't win. Because I took a wrong turn. Aww. I lost a race that I was the only one in it who knew we were in it. I don't know if that makes it okay or sadder. Come on, give me something good. Oh, also I need to spend my one chest key for the day, and I still have chests from the other day. So... let's go ahead and open that. Thank you. I've still got the Ordo University chest reward. Come on. Do right. No! That's awful. Really? That's all that's in there? Gain from salvage. Let's go ahead and open Infernal Kitchen. There's my one key for the day. Let's see if there was any point. Why even? 2 green enhancement stones and bound sea gear, you guys. That was my chest key for the day. Ugh! I'm so sad. I don't know why I'm even opening Infernal Kitchen chests. I should have gone to do AOD or something. Really? Okay, well, Prestige Quests are not known for their worthwhile drops. I'm doing it for the rep. But, you know, it would be nice to get something I could use at least once. Alright, let's burn all this stuff. Bard Wine, you shouldn't have. There's food here, reputation gain. I should have, yeah, I should have eaten that before I handed it in. Bard Wine does it right. That's how I do it when I actually have the time. To try to knock all Prestige Quests out at once, then you eat one of those, pop a reputation gain scroll, and then hand them all in at the same time. For the better bonus. That's why she went straight to the... I should have detectived that one out. She went straight to the Soul Pyre instead of the quest handing guy. That's a pretty decent sword. That'll sell well on the market. That shield sucks. It will not. And all this stuff is bound, and you can't even get the appearance. Those shoulders are terrible. Bound, bound, bound. Bound chicken wow wow. Mark, hey, what's up, man? Good to see you. I overslept like terribly. I was up until 6 in the morning, not by choice, and then slept until like 5 in the afternoon. So I'm trying to squeeze in some bless before I go back to helping my buddy out with No Man's Sky for his stream. Oh, that's pointless. And could sell those boots, but won't. That is the wrong rune. Nobody's going to want that. That's terrible. That one could be good. Let's hold on to that one and that one. Those things go on the market. Everything else goes wee 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 all the way home. Back to Timeless Jungle. We are done here. An S-Class exotic ship. That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm still flying a B-Class, but my organic ship egg is about to hatch. I just have to build an ionic drive, or endumic? Something with an I. Some kind of drive that lets you fly to blue star systems, because that's where the egg is going to hatch. So that's like all I'm doing right now, is trying to get that drive ready. Runs on Indoril, and I've only ever seen that on one planet. But I built myself a Minotaur, and those things are badass. I'm gonna go mining with that on that planet later. But there's no prestige in Padana. Alright, no, let's just go back to look at that! Shibiki Brewing. The reward is terrible, so I'm not gonna bother. I should. I need the skill points. We're gonna need skill points in just a couple of days. I can't wait to have my shield explode when I throw it at people. And my shield block, I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna go with my shield block protects me from all sides, because that seems like more of a PvP useful skill, or if I'm gonna go with do away with shield block and exchange it for higher attack power, because that will get me kicked out of less dungeons. I'm speaking theoretically. I've never actually been kicked from a dungeon for being a Crusader. That's one of those things I hear happen to other people, but it's never happened to me. I guess I'm lucky that way. Oh, I've never been kicked out for playing my priest either. Which is weird, because I hear that a lot too. Like if you're I've heard people say if they join a group and there's 2 priests, then one of the priests has to go. Some people are even making the 2 priests do heal orb competitions, and whoever heals more gets to stay. That is elitist bullshit. And if you're doing that to other players, you're not kind of a dick, you're a dick. I will just straight out say it. That is very not cool. Just ruining other people's enjoyment of the game because you think you're better than everybody. And I'm gonna stop ranting about that because I can go on about that for hours. Took a wrong turn. Can I make it across the mountains here? Is there a shortcut I can take? I've noticed that in Timeless Jungle they like putting up, see, look at this. They like putting up invisible walls so that you can't just take shortcuts. At least put up something that I can see that explains, hey, you can't go here because giant tree or actual wall. None of this. This is an invisible barrier you can't get through. This isn't the dome. Wait, the dome wasn't invisible. It had a... No, yes it was. It started out invisible. I don't know if you guys... I love that show. I wish they had made another season of it. Where this, like this little country town, suddenly this giant see-through dome drops down on top of it. And nobody can get in or out. It was kind of like, I don't know, it had the same feel as Lost. I love that show just as much. I just didn't like nobody liked the ending of Lost. The ending of Lost was terrible. What I did like about it was invisible walls make me fear we'll never get flying mounts. Dude, in this game, if we ever get flying mounts in this game, it will not be on these maps. These maps are not designed for that. I mean, like World of Warcraft, when flying mounts came out, they only worked on the new maps that were part of that same expansion. You couldn't take your flying mounts back to, like, the Barrens. They just didn't work there. So if we get flying mounts here, it's going to be exactly the same way. Alright, I'm just going to hands-free mine this thing. This will be a minute. This gives me a chance to see if this iced tea I made is any good. So the way the steering system works in this game, movement mechanics and such, they'd have to write a whole new system for flying. It's just the way we move now isn't compatible either. I wouldn't have my heart set on flying mounts unless they make completely new maps for it. And there are other maps out there that are blacked out for us on the map that we can't see, but they're ready. They finished building those. So first they're going to expose all those, and we're not going to have flying mounts for those either because those connect to this. They would have to do something like they did in World of Warcraft, where there's a portal to another dimension, a whole new map. And inside that dimension, potentially the Chaos Realms. I mean, there's a lot of seepage from the Chaos Realms into Lumios happening already with invasions and the Rift. So potentially, eventually, we will get to go inside the Chaos Realms. Maybe that's where Gideon flees after we kick him in the pants here. And then, maybe we'll have flying mounts. But we've got a ways to go. That's like 3 or 4 expansions away. That is distant future. But I mean, I'm in it for the long run. I really want to see this game develop and grow and become bigger and better. Yeah, a one-day kind of hope. That's exactly same here. I definitely think it's possible. I just think it's going to be, like, programming-wise and design-wise, it's going to be such a huge ordeal that they're not going to do it until they have a lot of other stuff figured out and settled first. Like, everything else has to work. Or that's the next milestone that Bandai Namco demands of them. Because that's how publishers and studios work. You know, Bandai Namco can be like, well, you're not getting any more money from us to pay your employees at your studio until you have reached this specific thing. And if they say the new map with the flying mounts, then NeoWiz will have no choice but to drop everything they're doing, do no more fixes or very little fixes, and just put all their effort into flying mounts so that they don't have to do unpaid overtime. Again, which I guarantee you they're doing right now. A lot of people in NeoWiz are not being paid for staying in late right now. But that's just the way the games industry works. It's kind of a shame. It's a really great place to work, and it's also a really shitty place to work. I've done so much unpaid overtime. I've gone 3 weeks with overtime and not getting a paycheck for any of that time because the studio was out of money. And we all had to put in free work so we could reach that milestone so that the publisher would pay us. And that's very, very common. That is a lot of ore. I mean, how long have I been mining this thing? Like 5 minutes? Looks like we're whittling it down, though. Seems to be almost... I guess I don't have to get all of it. And I don't even have a use for Stellarite ore yet. My crafting character is not that good at the blacksmithing yet. Right now he's just making silver bars and selling them to sell in the market. Just realized what a Covfefe was. I don't know what a Covfefe is. I thought that was just something Trump tweeted with a misspell. I'll Google it one day, maybe, if I care enough to know. Alright, I think I'm done mining this thing. I mean, I keep thinking, like, one more hit, and that'll be it. Come on, and be done. You're not done. I feel like if I leave just a little bit, like 1 or 2 hits worth, that's a dick move for the next person who finds this. They're gonna be like excited and say, "Oh, look, a Prana node!" And then hit it once and it'll be empty. I almost feel like it's my duty to finish this thing off. There we go. That is so much better. It's nice being able to run down here and not seeing any more gear score warnings. I used to come down there and just have everything eat my face immediately. Exactly. That's how most devs feel about their games. Is this is my baby. I want to see it get bigger and better and develop and become self-sufficient, and I want it to be loved by everyone. So, and I think publishers know that, and they abuse that a little bit in order to pay them less. I've never been a fan of the publisher-studio relationship. I always thought games should be self-published. If you have, if you're having trouble, if you've got a game and it's pretty much ready, you want to get it out there, crowdsource that thing. Don't go to a publisher. Publishers, I think way too highly of themselves. They overestimate their own importance. They're not actually doing any of the work, they're just paying for it and then telling other people how to do their jobs. I'm a little bitter about publishers. I've had them ruin some of my work, so... I once localized an entire game, and this was during the time that Game of Thrones was really big on TV, like season 1 and 2. I localized an entire game to be playable in Dothraki. It was a lot of work. I learned Dothraki so I could do that, and I had all my notes and all my vocabularies and all that stuff. Learned sentence structures, how that works, more about the culture, so I could get it right. And I made a, in the language options, German, English, Spanish, Swedish Chef. I loved doing games in Swedish Chef, and Dothraki. And 2 weeks before release, the publisher came down and said, "We're going to take out Dothraki. We don't want it in there." And I never understood why. I even had spoken to HBO about copyrights and stuff, and it was okay for us to use that language. And releasing a game completely in Dothraki during like the high time of Game of Thrones fandom, I think would have been great. That would have given our game an extra bonus. Instead, what they did is they went out and got the Dark Eye license and told us to slap it on our game. And I was like, dude, this world does not even... I should read this quest. I think I'm just repeating the same thing. This world has nothing to do with the world of the Dark Eye. The mechanics are different, the system is different. In the Dark Eye, spellcasters can't wear metal, it's not compatible, but we've got a spellcaster in metal. People are gonna know. We'd have to rework the whole game, and they were like, no, you release in 2 weeks, and you're gonna call it the Dark Eye, and then your game title. So we had to do that. And it was not well received by the Dark Eye community. Go figure. I guess I'm just gonna guess. Granddaughter didn't do it, you didn't do it. It was Prandy. Ha! Well, if you knew it, why did you ask me? Defeat Lilyfang fungi to obtain mushroom chunks. This I can do. A straight and simple fetch 'em quest. Now I gotta find some fungi. And I don't mean like, invite him to the party, he's a fun guy. I mean these guys. Do they have tusks? These mushrooms have tusks! I kinda dig that. That's a good look on them. I do definitely agree that they're doing an awesome job. It's really hard to prioritize this kind of thing, you know, because there's so much that needs done. And I think they're working extra hard, they're doing their best, they're probably not being paid, and they're catching a lot of hate from players who don't understand how any of this works. Which, admittedly, you know, in their defense, that's most players. You don't have to know how games are made to play them. It's not a requirement. I do think they need to hire a person or two to get into their all their social media presence and like global chat and just clean up the toxicity a little bit. That'll not only take pressure off the devs because they'd be catching less hate and toxicity from people, but also will encourage the people who aren't toxic to stick around and be more active. I mean, not taking care of toxic elements is a great way for that to, like, fester and grow. You don't want that. Which is why I no longer play Sea of Thieves. Because they didn't do anything about it, they fed into it. And the game is great and the community just became so bad I couldn't do it anymore. It took all the fun out of the game for me. If there was like a solo way to play it or a PvE server, I would be in Sea of Thieves probably every day. I love that game. Just, you know, it's relaxing. You just get on your boat, you sail, you fish, maybe go gather some treasure chests, transport them from A to B. That without the fear of like having some dickhead hide in your cargo hold, waiting for you to bring something big on board so that he can take it and kill you and jump overboard. That would be amazing. No, we're not done with fungi yet. There's another one. Exactly. The music industry got it right. Well, mostly. In that respect, they got it right. Hey, awesome! Oh, wow. Look at that. Big party. Are they actually doing what I'm doing here, or is this a Shibiki farm group? Because I'm not here to farm Shibikis. Or is it somebody in chat that's happened before? Anybody watching the stream right now in that party? I feel like Snatra and Patra might be one person two boxing. I mean, I won't shy away from punching a Shibiki if I'm gonna get some money out of it. Let me change channels here. And I think the games industry is moving towards that. There's so many indie games right now. And at some point, even AAA game studios are going to start doing indie. He hasn't spawned for me yet. I don't know who to hit. I'll just buff people. All I can do right now. There we go. I thought this Shibiki farm was no longer a thing. I read in one of the recent patch notes that they fixed the Shibiki spawn rate system in Timeless Jungle. So it's nice to see people are still doing this, and it actually works. Presumably. I mean, this is just one Shibiki. Maybe there will be more. Nice. That is, it's not a bad amount of gold right there. It's almost 400k. Shame we don't have a priest in the group. Wouldn't mind a heal right about now. Have you seen the organic ships in No Man's Sky yet? Oh, the tea is excellent. I'm very happy with the results of the tea. I made an entire case. I go out and buy cases of mineral water. And I filled all of these bottles with tea, so I'm good to go for a little while. Mostly because I'm lazy, though. I didn't want to go shopping today, and I was out of mineral water. So there's an ulterior motive. And I can't drink just water, you know? For some reason, drinking just plain water without a carbonation or flavor makes me thirstier. It makes me want to, like, crave something that actually tastes like anything. Couple of mushrooms to go. If somebody shouts out for a Shibiki, I will head there. The other day when I was, I remember you were there, I'm pretty sure, when I was farming unicorns, trying to get a mount. There was people doing Shibiki farming there as well. And that seemed to work out pretty well for them. There was like 4 Shibikis there, and I didn't have to switch channels once. Is it Shibikis? Streamers do need high protein. That's very, very true. It's a very demanding, well, not occupation, unless you're actually earning a living. It's a very demanding pastime. At our stage, it's still pastime. I do miss regular streaming. I used to regular stream on Twitch, like all the time. And then I got sick and I had to stop. I have some serious health issues that I didn't used to know that I had, so I take better care of myself. I don't stay up all night anymore. Oh, there's also one on 2. Fine, I'll move to 2. Yes, exactly. That's what I've been saying for years. If you have a difficult thing to do, assign it to a lazy person, because they will find the fastest, most efficient way to get it done. Cannot emote while on a horse. Why not? Why do I have to dismount to wave at people? I should be able to emote on horseback. Looks like some deep-ass water. My vids are, my vids are my top priority, but that is why I switched from streaming to videos on demand, because I can do those any time of the day. I I don't have to stay up until 5 or 6 in the morning because all my viewers are in a time zone that's 6 to 9 hours away. You know. The videos are definitely a lot more work, though. I'll give it that. I gotta say that about it. I sometimes spend, anywhere between 4 to 6 hours editing one video. My videos are also getting a lot more traction than my streams, but that is partially because I can't have a regular streaming schedule. If I could say I will be on every 2 days at 5 p.m. EST, then people would know when to look for me. What's WoW? Ree is... Oh, no. I hear him. Come on, spawn for me. There we go. This guy's been fighting this one for a while, so we don't have a lot of time before he disappears. The Treasure Shibiki always does his final disappearance, no matter without a damage check or anything. If it takes you 5 minutes, more than 5 minutes to kill him, at the 5-minute mark he disappears. You've lost your chance. Come on, man, hold still. Come on. The little chests aren't important. It's the big chest that matters. A lot of people spend a lot of time picking up the little chests and not actually, doing damage. Because the chests disappear after 40 seconds. And then they end up missing out on the big chest because they're too busy with the greediness. With the greediness and the Jello pudding snacks. Hey, look, she's got robot chicken. I miss robot chicken. Is that still a thing? Alright, cool. Then I will start winding things down here a little bit. I still got some mushrooms to kill. And I think I have 1 or 2 prestige quests done that I need to hand in. But I will start getting ready to join you in No Man's Sky here in a few minutes then. Mark, have you seen the organic ships? They are very, very cool looking, or living ships, I think they're called. Little creepy. Later, Bumba. See you in a bit. Guten Appetit. I should cook, but I'm not going to. I've got a frozen pizza. Fuck it. Oh crap, they're on channel 1, and I'm missing it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. One more Shibiki for the road. Is it Shibiki or Shibikis when it's plural? Because I have a theory that even more than one Shibiki is still called Shibiki, and not Shibikis.
There's another one over here.
Did I just hear someone talk? Curious. We were in the anomaly last night. And somebody came in that had their mic on. Maybe they were streaming, maybe they were just talking to themselves. But they said some very inappropriate things. We're really excited to be in the Anomaly for the first time, obviously. But I don't feel like it required such frequent use of the N-word to properly express how he was feeling. Okay, I just saw another Shibiki over there. Oh, so did number 5. Belana. Who do I know that name from? Star Trek Voyager. Belana Torres. He was just here. Aww. I mean, how far do they travel? Just disappeared on us. It's kind of a shame. Alright, let's hand this quest in. Say goodbye to the nice people. I really feel like one of them is too boxing. Somebody brought a pocket preserver of their own making. Yes! That's what, yes! Starscape. I loved Farscape. Been forever. I also thought Andromeda should have had more of a shot. You know, the series Kevin Sorbo did after Hercules. Dark Matter, also a good one. Somehow didn't get as much traction as I thought it was going to. And, God, what was the one with the, it was like really badly, it had really bad special effects, and the ship was basically a giant fly. It was organic, and the chick that flew around in it looked kind of like, looked like the main character of The Fifth Element. I can't remember what the name of that show was. Got to go T, not 2Y. No, no, no. Learn to type. TY for group. I hate typing on the controller. Learn to recognize my voice and type what I say. Lex, thank you. Lex, that was it. I'm glad you knew that. I enjoyed that show. It was definitely weird, but in a good way. I think I safely get out of here at the Soulpire. God, it's been so long. I only very vaguely remember that show. The thing I remember most about it was liking it, but not actually what happened in the show or who anyone was anymore. It's just been way too long. Like, I remember liking Andromeda, and I only remember Kevin Sorbo because of Hercules. But I don't remember what that show was about either. What I didn't like was Babylon 5. Didn't do it for me. I don't know, I didn't like it. Just didn't strike the right chord with me. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and prepare for the German Mixer stream that hopefully will start in the next half hour or so. Bumba can sometimes, he requires some time when he starts a stream to fix technical issues. The effects were awful for Lex, but somehow that was part of its charm. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and stop here, and then maybe see you on if you feel like stopping by again. It was kind of cool seeing you there last time. Just do like a drive-by or a swing-by, or anyone else watching that actually speaks German. You may enjoy watching me do No Man's Sky with McBumba on Mixer. Same name, mixer.com/theminion256, no spaces. Thanks. We'll try. And hey, if you ever see me, you know, just flying around in No Man's Sky, and if it's not like 3 in the morning, you're welcome to drop into my universe anytime, man. But at like at 3 in the morning, I won't know you're there because I am out of it. I'm trying to sleep, and I've just got the game running for something to have, you know, to be going on in the background. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out. I find that playing Bless Unleashed is even more enjoyable when I get to do it, you know, hanging out and chatting with you guys. So, thanks for that, and I will see you when I do this again, maybe tonight or tomorrow. Take care. Minion out.